I've failed in my relationships at work many times throughout my career. So I began as a kind of lone wolf researcher, and then I built a group as a professor. And when you're young and naive, you think people kind of come together out of the sheer willingness and excitement, and clearly everyone will share my excitement for this, and that's not how it happens at all. People really don't look at things in the same way. Your excitement isn't their excitement. They may want to get into the thing that you're into for a totally different reason, which isn't your reason. And finding those things, just empiricism again, understanding what makes each of us tick, the promises we're really willing and able to keep. That is a lesson that I've learned the hard way many times. And also failed because I tell people I'm a pathologically antisocial, misanthropic introvert. I love being on my own. I love the lone wolf thing. I'm a solo person in many ways. But sometimes you need those other people, and you need to come together, especially as an entrepreneur to building a company. And it's not always clear how to make that happen. So I think for me, being able to put my finger on how the dynamics, how the interactions between people, what underlies those things was really important to be able to see through, as an introvert in particular. My intuition of what makes people come together was not entirely correct. And when I sat down with these points that Daniel had worked out and really sat to think about it, I thought, that's pretty interesting. Wasn't exactly what I was expecting to find, but now that I see it, I see it. And that means that the next time I would go into that, I realized, okay, I need to change myself and how, pardon me, how I would go about it. And I may need to be more inviting of leadership than perhaps imposing my sense of how to do it on other people. So it's in many ways, when you're able to think in promises rather than command and control, it turns your world upside down. It makes you think again about the things you perhaps take for granted. And it was a little bit mystifying why it failed the last time. I did everything right. I told him to do this and then that, and it just didn't happen. But okay, now you think in promises, perhaps I didn't actually win the alignment and cooperation. Perhaps we didn't have the common knowledge necessary to have that coherence, to move as one.